Pete. We're new at this, but we're gonna be professionals to new things. So
One day.
one day,
Anthony, we're the only people in here. It's me and you.
It is. Oh man. Well, never mind then. We must have lost viewers when they realized we couldn't get this whole thing working. So.
Oh, and Alex.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Let me see if I can go to my full screen. So, well, yeah, we got to put our banner on. Cool. I hear myself behind you, though.
Yeah, you're on the phone.
That's so annoying, man. That's not going to be. We're going to have to edit this part out of our stream for everybody watching live. Yeah. Hello, this is John and Anthony. Soup to Nuts, a.k.a. Everything But Soup, a.k.a. two guineas on the opposite coast. You're hearing me in his background because we haven't figured out our audio issues yet. But we are coming to you live on President's Day weekend. We're home with our families. It's raining here in L.A. I don't know what the weather is behind Anthony, but I assume it's cold. How is it, Anthony?
No, it's freezing. And honestly, you can thanks for rubbing my face for how nice it is out in California.
No, I know, man. It's been nice here. I can't complain. I mean, we've gotten a lot of rain, but you know, when you're in severe drought, rain isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
No, so, man. No, tell me what else is there, though, bro. Like I know you were talking earlier.
Yeah. So before I even go into that, I think I adjusted my mic on my phone. Can you hear yourself now through the Instagram? You shouldn't be able to hear it now.
Testes, 1 2.
Testes, 1 2.
That's good. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Noel? How are you, man? Thanks for popping in. We're starting our podcast out here, dude. So if you have any topics or if you get bored at work and you want to bullshit, we're going to be doing this, talking sports, talking food,
talking everything.
Me and Anthony have been buddies for over 30 years now, since we were in grade school together in like 4th and 5th grade, meeting on the playground, just always being friends, always being competitors, and now he's in where? Connecticut? Beautiful Connecticut near the water?
New York to Connecticut, man. It's been here for about 2 years right now, my family. So it's honestly, it's like I never left New York. Just same shit, different day, just another state. So
I'm going to move this camera a little bit. I was going to try to show everybody the weather, but forget it. Yeah, it's been raining here. So I think it's supposed to rain all week, but I don't know. We'll be good. I think again, like we need it, and like my pool gets filled up for free. And the pool guy came today. He was wearing waders, like to be a fisherman. He had like the whole rubber suit on. I was loving it.
Did he catch any fish in there or no? Any minnows?
Hey, shout out. Hold on right now. Hold on. Sorry, Anthony. I got to do something. Shout out to DJ Jeff 1. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. I'm going to call you later after we're done doing this, man. I love you. Happy birthday. My cousin, one of my good friends out here in LA. Happy birthday, man. We'll talk soon. We're going to get some drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Anthony, go ahead.
No, I was saying, like, did your pool guy catch any fish, or did
So, okay, for some reason, and probably the fact that they never get any rain or got any historically, they didn't really design LA streets to flow well with the rain. So when it starts coming down, the river fills up and starts raging. The streets back up. Like my neighborhood would be impassable for example, like a small car, like a Prius. Like it'd be impassable at some points if this rain keeps up. So, I hope for everyone's sake out there that it kind of stays light. But, for those of us like with trucks or, big vehicles, like it still gets nuts because people don't know how to drive in the rain in LA. So, hopefully they take a couple tips. And now that this is like a regular thing, maybe we'll keep improving.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I'm sure he just got stuck in some rain outside. But yeah, at least that's getting filled up for free. So what else, man? What are you cooking today?
Today, I don't know, man. I got to talk to the wifey and see what we're cooking. I honestly don't know. When I go downstairs, I'll find out. It'll be a nice surprise. So
nice. She's cooking. Yeah, we'll see. It's cold here. I made the kids some grilled cheese, and they had some chicken noodle soup that the grandmother made them. So that was pretty good. Anthony, your mic is like right in front of your face, so
I
that's
know.
not.
Well, I don't have this. I don't have the greatest setup, and honestly, this whole Instagram going live too is not really working out the way we intended.
It,
But I'm gonna find out a way to make it work.
but I love your background, man. So like, is that you? Like, what is that? Is that your name on a Giants jersey?
It is. I actually, a lot of people don't know. I actually was. I was actually drafted by the Giants, believe it or not. And then I woke up and realized it was all false. And then I had to go get a jersey just to relive my dreams. So.
No, man, that's awesome though. And like right now, I just got this thing behind me, so we're gonna work on our setup. But I like yours, man. You just got to hang that thing up.
Yeah, it's been like on my to-do list. I haven't gotten a chance to do it. So.
Put it over your right shoulder. Behind the
Put
wall.
over my right shoulder.
Yeah, like on the wall behind you.
On that one right over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. So I guess I'm so curious. Can people hear me through the cell phone right now? Are you guys able to hear me? Just give me a thumbs up or a yes for people who can hear me.
It's just Alex.
Yeah, just anyone. Anyone. The three viewers are in this thing right now. Can someone just please tell me if you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Is there echoing?
I guess you're having meatloaf, baby.
Oh yeah, we're having meatloaf. We're having meatloaf today. So.
Ma, the meatloaf.
Ma, the meatloaf. Honey, I'm traveling. I'm flying. I'm dead.
That's too good, man. So, yo, dude, are you hyped up? I just happened to be scrolling and saw that Cinemark is doing like specialized Ghostbuster popcorn buckets, but I'm like super pissed because the movie doesn't come out for like a fucking month. It doesn't come out till like March, and now they're giving away the popcorn buckets. There's gonna be none left.
Sorry. What is this Ghostbusters Mark thing? I'm sorry. You got me. You just called me with the right guard.
The movie. Again. Oh my god. The Ghostbusters movie that's coming out in March. They started giving away the popcorn buckets for sale. Like, they do specialized buckets for like big releases like Thor, Black Panther, Black Adam.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name was. Black Adam, right? Was it Black Adam or Dark Adam? Black Adam. Yeah.
Black Adam.
With The Rock.
Yeah.
And then now they have the Ghostbusters one, and they're awesome. They're great, but they're giving them away like weeks or even a month up to, before the movie comes out. So what are we supposed to do the day of? They're going to be sold out.
Listen, well, let me ask you this question. So first, that's a good problem. I don't know if it's a good question. I have an answer that solution to that problem. That's number one. But two, I haven't really been keeping up with that part of like Ghostbusters. So there's a new, like, is it like another reboot of the movie that came out 2 or 3 years ago, or they just restart doing a whole new cast? Because you're a big Ghostbusters fan than I am, so that's why.
They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna continue it from Afterlife, but now it's based back in New York. So I think they're back into like the firehouse. I think like Winston is involved, from what I heard. Janine finally puts on the pack. Which I'm such a huge fan of hers. Like Annie Potts, like I think she's great.
Janine Melnitz.
Yeah, Janine Melnitz. So she's great, and like I think from what I've heard, she's gonna be like finally, be a Ghostbuster like she was in the cartoons a couple times. So that'll be cool. And of course, like we named our dog Winston, so I'm a huge Ghostbuster fan, and that's definitely my favorite. And my
so all right, here's a pop question for you. Since you're such a big Ghostbusters fan, I'm gonna put you in the spot right now. Which episode was which is the one that Janine actually became a Ghostbuster just for a brief moment? You get 30 seconds to think about this one.
Oh, I don't even know, man. I haven't gotten the cartoons yet. We haven't rewatched them all. I want to be able to name the specific episodes.
Listen, I'm not a big Ghostbusters fan. Even I knew that, but like, come on, I'll give you. Come on, you got to just like turn that clock back and just kind of rethink about this.
There's so many good episodes. I don't remember them. I really don't remember them. What was it?
So it was the episode with the Sandman. So in this particular episode, the Sandman puts all of New York City to sleep. And
I remember the episode now that you say it.
Yeah. And then Winston's basically has the thing on his toes now. He's like, how do we beat a dream? So he goes to Janine and says, listen, like, you got to let this guy put you to sleep. And when you do so, think that you're a Ghostbuster, and then she comes back as a dream. She's a Ghostbuster, and that's how she actually saves the day.
So. Oh my God. And now I'm going to have to look up the episode because we're just now starting to see them pop up on the streamers. And I used to have them all like on DVD, and I don't know what happened to them, but now I have the Ninja Turtles all on DVD and some of them digital. So we're going to work our way through that. because like
Yeah.
that's my son is huge into Ninja Turtles, just like I was.
Yeah, so,
Ghostbusters,
like,
I like the movies, and Ninja Turtles, I like the TV show.
yeah, Ninja Turtles to me is Ghostbusters for you, if that makes sense, right? Like that's just like the calamity of it. Like that was my thing. I'm still watching today. I don't know if you know Paramount Pictures or Paramount Studio or the Paramount app legally secured
Yeah.
the rights to all of the Ninja Turtles, and it's been a slow process just trying to get all the episodes up and running. But they're on like season 3 right now.
Yeah, I think they don't have all the episodes either of all the seasons. I think that they're cut short right now, but like you said, I think they're trying to get them all back, and that's going to be awesome because right now my son watches a lot of the Ninja Turtles that are on Paramount Plus, but also on Netflix. Like I know there's like the Rise of the Ninja Turtles, and they have something new coming to Paramount Plus this summer, which is based on Mutant Mayhem. So I think that's going to be absolutely out of this world. And I mean, all right, obviously the question is going to come up. Who are you? Now we don't have to limit this to the 4 of them. We got a team of good guys here, right? And I'm going to bring in, everybody from the games, everybody from the series. Who is your favorite good guy, and who is your favorite villain in the entire Turtle series?
So you're asking me who's my favorite good guy?
Yeah, like if you're going to say, "Hey, if we're playing Ninja Turtles," and you're saying,
Right.
"I'm going to be this character because that's my favorite character," who's your favorite guy?
Listen, it's hands down Donatello. Like that dude, I don't know what it was, but as a kid, I just remember just like flocking to him for it's him or Michelangelo. It's done. I don't know what it was. As I mentioned, like when I was a kid, I had birthday cakes made, Donatello this, Michelangelo that. I resonated with them because I saw myself, wow, they sound like young guys who are voicing the characters, even though I didn't think about it like that back then. But I was like, if anyone, these are the 2 guys I'd like to hang out with, one way or the other.
I like that.
And I actually had a chance to see them in person, the voice actors. They actually were in Rhode Island doing Comic-Con, but I just had a scheduling conflict. I couldn't make it. So next time around, that is on my bucket list to go see them and just, throw myself in the mercy of the court and being like, I was your biggest fan.
That's awesome, man. No, I think for me, it's Casey Jones. I think Casey Jones is my favorite good guy. Like even in the game, in Shredder's Revenge, which I not only have for the Switch, I also have for PlayStation. I had to buy it for PS5. But, we've had some fun there. But Casey Jones, I think, is my favorite. And then, I have to go with Leo, right? Like Leo is the leader. And he's definitely, he wasn't the most fun, Raph to me. And I think my mom would say I'm a Raph with my attitude. but I always like Leo and Casey.
So there's been like a big debate in the fanverse of should the Ninja Turtles have had like a leader or they should have all been equal, but in the end it kind of worked out, because obviously where they jumped from the comic books into like the mainstream animation to where it is today, it's just like kind of like status quo. But it's for me he was kind of dull. It was just like he was just Magoo. He was just there. There was nothing interesting about him. He was just there.
Well, he had to bring everybody back. He had to keep people focused.
Yeah, I get it, but it was like hearing him speak was like having a dry piece of toast. It was just like,
all right, I agree. I can't argue with that. I guess that's funny, man. Yeah, dude. We've been buying it from Target of all places, like the hardbound comic book series from like The Last Ronin. Which I don't know if you've heard about The Last Ronin. Like I haven't actually finished reading it yet. So like we can talk in another episode about that. But The Last Ronin is a series that takes place like years after like their adventures as like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right. And you don't know, but who the last remaining turtle is, but all of the 3 brothers and all the friends, have either been killed or passed away, including like Master Splinter. So through the saga and this collection, I think you find out like a lot of what happened, and then ultimately like who the last Ronin is. And then I've also bought some follow-ups to that. So there's like some series and things like that to just like I never even thought this was out here, but now I'm getting back into it because of my son. So it's like a whole new world.
Yeah, I actually on that topic, it's just like something just popped in my head. I actually read or saw something earlier, like there's like a fan theory going out there about the turtles and like how their weapons were assigned to them. So, like, if we break it down, like Raphael, if you think he's got the size and you're thinking like those weapons are not pointed, they're meant for defense because he's so hot-headed. He needs to learn to not be so offensive all the time. He has to learn to be defensive. So, Master Splinter gave him weapons to kind of work on that. Donatello, he's the tech guy, right? Like, he's always using advanced weaponry or advanced circuitry, and he's like, well, you get the bow. It's just like, it's simple. Like, learn to use this. Michelangelo had the nunchucks because he was a wild and crazy guy, but he has to learn balance with these crazy weapons. So like he has to learn it's like I forgot how Leonardo falls into it. I forgot what people said about him, but it was a cool
because he well, according to your logic, he's too big of a pussy to use the sword. So here, take the swords. he's not going to use them. So
I don't think he was a pussy. I just think like his character is just Magoo. It's just like go to your kitchen right now. Go make a piece of toast. That's Leonardo. Like that's it. That's
I mean, yeah, he wasn't having like the sausage and pineapple and M&M pizza or whatever they would put on it, right?
Yeah. And it also, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, have you watched like the documentary yet? There's like a one on Amazon Prime. It's like I think it's called Turtle Power and like the definitive history, basically of the.
No, I did. No, now
you need to watch it, dude.
No, I said now you gave me and the fam something to watch tonight because
it is excellent.
Because I thought I exhausted all the Ninja Turtle stuff before. Like the last time I saw a documentary on it, I'm gonna shout out there's two of them. This guy I follow, he's pretty big. He actually, in my opinion, started YouTube being what it is. People starting their own like shows and channels. With like the guy's name is James Rolfe. He's the angry video game nerd. I think I've showed it to him once or twice before, but he basically goes, irate on video games and the illogical processes of film and things like that. Anyway, he's got a little documentary he does on them, pretty good. But there's another one on Netflix. It's called The Toys That Made Us. Maybe you came across it.
Yes.
But there's Ninja Turtle references in that show, and it talks about like how the toys became where they were, and that the show wasn't supposed to be as big as it was.
We lost Anthony for a second. Hold on, Anthony. Let's get back to his webcam. Anthony, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we lost your video and then we lost your audio for a second. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Let me see what's going on over here. Yeah, and for the people on Instagram who are watching this, and for the viewers who are going to be hearing this on Apple podcast, we're doing two channels simultaneously right now, and usually one's working, one's not. So don't be alarmed if we just stop in dead sentence when we're having technical difficulties.
Well, I think the funniest thing to address is the fact that we have absolutely no idea what we're doing. And
listen,
now we have a newfound respect for people that do podcasting and do shows like this.
So I guess let's put a pin in this for a second. Like, so I'm frozen, but
that's okay. So what I would suggest is I will go ahead. I'll continue the bullshit with everybody here. We'll talk to the people that are popping in on Instagram. For those of you watching on Facebook, we really appreciate it. Stick with us. We're going to be doing this a lot. So, if you want to, I would say just try not to bring us into the bathroom with you while you're taking a shit.
Okay. We're back. Can you see me now?
There we go.
Live? Okay.
Can you feel me now?
Can you feel me now?
We're live. We're going to do it live.
We're going to do it live. Fuck it. We're going to do it live.
Oh, man. So, no, man, dude. Yeah, I have a newfound respect for the difficulty that goes into this. And I'm not even kidding. Like, we spent in the last 3 days 6 hours talking to each other on the phone and 2 hours doing a podcast or less.
He's not wrong, folks. Like, listen, like this was supposed to be a very simple hobby that we were trying to grow into like a brand, but like we've been running into nothing but just problems and conflicts of interest and personality clashes. It's just been like
clashes.
It's just been like, what are you gonna call the show? This? And well, let's call it this. Let's call it that. Let's just talk about this.
I think we've only had one name or two names.
Michelle Monroy just came in. Michelle, give me a shout out, girl. How you doing? Give me a thumbs up.
Do you even remember Michelle from the wedding? You're sick.
No, I'm sorry. Listen, I don't remember.
Boo, get out of here, Anthony. That's it. Take a lap.
But yeah, for everyone who's joining in, we'll mention this earlier. Like me and John, I think the one thing that's our strongest suits is like we love to talk in this camera. Like we have personalities that do complement each other. It's a really good give and take, and we need your support trying to help this brand grow. Like we want to be on par with Joe Rogan at some point, and I
What?
mean it's gonna be a work. Well, yeah, we're aiming for the skies at some point, but maybe at some point we get to that status. I don't know, but we need everyone's help and support to keep pushing this brand little by little.
We
And
don't
it's
have a
because,
brand yet, but yes, once we do, like, please help us push it.
listen, we just gotta get people interested in hearing us talk about absolutely nothing, and then letting people think that we actually are smart about it, and then not, and then it's gonna want to listen
Well,
more.
what I was thinking is like, rather than wear like a baseball cap, you wear like, the old man cap. I'll wear a sweater, and instead of smoking from a vape, I'll get like the old corncob pipe.
Who
And
you,
then,
Colonel Mustard?
we'll sound more refined.
Who you, Colonel Mustard? Are you Colonel Mustard now?
Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench.
Or no, it's either him. No. No, I was gonna say the Monopoly guy. Moneybags. It's Mr. I forgot his
Daddy
name.
Warbucks? I don't know.
No, it's PJ Moneybags or Mr. Moneybags. I forgot his name, but no, he doesn't wear a pipe. But yeah, you can do that. You can do the pipe, and I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll put like a Twinkie in my mouth. I'll just pretend I'm smoking a Twinkie.
Okay.
Why not, right?
Yeah, but no, this is going to be fun. And then one of the other things that we want to do is we're not going to always go live. I think we're going to do a couple recorded shows. Excuse me, like we did yesterday. I think that'll be fun. We'll go hit some restaurants. So, since Anthony being on the East Coast, me being on the West Coast, there's like a ton of food that we can talk about and compare, which I think would be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the difficult part is like we can't necessarily be on the streets live streaming with people wondering like, why is Anthony on the East Coast in Manhattan while John's in South LA, ducking and diving through the bullets. So like,
I'm in North LA and there are no bullets. And meanwhile, Anthony had to pack up the kids and move out of Queens because Astoria was getting too crazy. Oh.
No, it was. Listen, I mean, I don't want to say it, but listen, it was getting too hot.
Gentrified Astoria.
Listen, like at that point, COVID really took the world by storm, and by then, like we just saw more tents popping up around like really decent neighborhoods. So like, this is a sign. Like we gotta get the hell out of here before it starts getting worse. And now we're not going to dive into these weeds. This next stop is something I'm about to say, but like now with everything going on with, let's say, like, the illegals coming in and actually just, housing them in New York City, that's still a big current of issue and conflict for the city right now. And they're still trying to work out that. But no, like we made the move at the right time, and I really don't look back. Honestly, it's been a real good, pleasant move over here.
Yes, and I'm sure that Alex is sitting on the stairs, and that's a huge 360, or should I say 180 from where you said yesterday, where he's like, I think I got it over my head when I bought this second house here and just built this new construction. I think, she heard that, didn't she?
Yeah. So let's clarify this up a little bit, just so I can.
Let Anthony.
This is for the record, right? All right. So what I meant by that was I don't regret buying a new house, right? Regretting is still staying grounded here in the Northeast because I can't handle these winters anymore. It's just too much. We had talked about relocating to Texas, Florida, anywhere in the Carolinas, somewhere where like it's just naturally warm all year round, because between the month of December to the end of April, it's just completely depressing here, and it's honestly just slows everything down.
No, I'm with you. Like, we don't have to deal with that here. We don't have to deal with that here.
No, you don't. You guys. So again, we have like snow and gray skies. You guys have pollution and traffic out there. So like it's a stalemate.
Hey, we have one electric car. We have one electric
car.
And then I'm gonna get a hybrid. I was looking into the Kia Carnival because like our lease is up. I have a Telluride right now. I have the 2020 Telluride, Kia Telluride. I love it. It's like almost everything package, because I don't have the moonroof in the back. I wish I had that, because then the kids could see out. But Jody's car has that now. But anyway, I love the Telluride. It's been great. But all of a sudden, now when the auto stop engage, like when you come to the stop sign, like the car shuts down. In Los Angeles, that's not a good thing, because you stop and go all the time. So I feel like has somehow fucked my car up. And a couple times this past week, I got to bring it in. The car has just completely stalled out and has not started back up. And if luckily neither time I've had the kids with me, but if the kids are in the car, like I'd be like, that's super dangerous. So I'm bringing it back into the shop and like, I'm looking to get something else that's better on, well, I wouldn't say better on gas because this is not bad. This gets like 20, 25 on the highway.
Oh my God.
I know, but I'm looking into the Carnival, which is like an 8-seater, and it's cool because like the seats move around and all these different configurations. But it is not hybrid. It's like it gets like 15 miles a gallon, and that's at $5 a gallon. Like I don't fucking think so.
So listen, why don't you guys just invest in e-scooters and just like use that going forward? Like you'll probably pay less on an e-scooter versus that mannequin. Yeah.
Oh, dude, okay. So funny story. So here, e-scooters, I love them. I think they're dangerous because of the ESL drivers out here. But if not, like I think it is such a good way to get around. One night we go on a team event from work. We go in downtown Los Angeles to some breweries. We have a great time, but it's a work thing, so no one's staying too late. Well, I didn't know like what to do, I needed to take an Uber, and like I'm like, well, I'm gonna go around downtown and I'll just take this e-scooter to another bar. But then I'm like, you know what? Let me go home. And then I found out that the family was gonna have dinner at a restaurant over in which is like the Echo Park area. Near Dodger Stadium called El Compadre. It's like an absolutely great place. So I take the scooter and after a couple of libations, make it all the way from like the south downtown, basically the Arts District, all the way up to Sunset Boulevard at El Compadre, dude. And I had the best time of my life. So I am all in favor of e-scooters.
So let me ask you this: did you crash that scooter anytime? Maybe once or twice. Maybe nicked it.
I don't think so, baby. Johnny on a scooter. While it might be a sight to see, I navigate that thing like a shark.
So I bring it up because I'm going to share a story that actually I witnessed, and this happened about 20 years ago, and I was a witness to this. So many years ago, when John and I were a little bit younger and a bit more handsome, we actually took a family vacation together to Cancun. It was a big thing, bunch of us guys, and it was a mind blow because when you get down to places like when you're 18 years old and you go to a place like Mexico and you really just see how like the rules and laws are just completely different, where it's just very nonchalant. It blows your mind. But anyway, the point is like, we actually ended up getting tired of walking around everywhere, and they were allowing teenage people to rent like carts. And I don't mean like a golf cart. I mean like an actual motorized cart to drive around the city. And they didn't care where you were from. You got money, you got a green card, or you got a passport. That's all that matters. So John, at this point, was just kind of sick and tired of walking everywhere. He rents a cart, and he puts like two other guys in his car, which is almost like a convertible. And I was like, all right, see you later. Have a good time. Well, I guess probably like 5 minutes later, 7 minutes later, give or take, I was, just within that time frame, I hear a big crash. And I wonder what everyone's kind of running and shouting, what's going on.
The whole island of Isla Mujeres.
Literally, and I run on over, and I just see John like tipped over with the car. He crashed into a lamppost, and I don't know if you can finish that story. Did you run, or did you actually just like sit there and just like eat it?
I know it wasn't a lamppost, so it wasn't a lamppost, and I was with our buddy's brother, right? So sorry, as I'm getting like my Instagram camera fixed over here. So we're with my buddy's younger brother, and we're in this golf cart, and we got totally lost on the island. Like we had lost you guys and the rest of the crew. So we're driving around, and we ended up driving through an abandoned amusement park. And on an island off the coast of Cancun. I'm 18. He's like 15 or 16 years old. And we're like, oh my God, where are we? And there's like no one there. So I'm like bumping all the way through, like hitting all these rides, like bing, 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 like ping pong as I bump through them and try to turn around and get out of there. And then all of a sudden, we see a carny. And he just locks eyes with us, like these two white boys. And we're like, and he like, I just took out of there. So now I'm like cruising out down, and we find the main road as we hit the exit, to come back, around the main part of the island where like the family and you guys like should have been. and ultimately were. And then I see my dad and my brother and like a couple other people. And I don't know if my mom was there too. I think she was. And I go, hey, and I go to make a left turn I was in the left lane. I remember this, man. Like this was nuts. And a dude on a moped or like a little scooter is going by me on the left-hand side as I make the left and crashes, boom, into the side of the car, like T-bones me, like hits him into me. But, his bike got destroyed. And not much damage to the golf cart, almost damage to me. I was cushioned for my buddy's brother. And then, and then I say, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Please let me help you. And he goes, no, it's okay. He gets on his bike and he just scoots away. He totally scooted away. So I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why he wasn't pissed, but somehow I got away with that. But let me tell you, dude, we were nervous. That was one of the funniest things that happened, but not the funniest, but one of the funniest things that happened.
Yeah. Oh, man.
20 years ago, by the way.
I mean, I see. The thing is, I'm still asking John to this day to find me those photos because there's actually a photo of me and him actually wrestling in the sand, and he came up looking like Casper the Ghost because down in Florida, there's just white sand out there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was 275 pounds, so Casper the Ghost is being nice. I looked like his Uncle Fatso from the movie.
Also, I keep forgetting, everyone had underestimated how hot it was going to be down there. And I remember the day I had gotten there a day or two before everybody else. And the day you guys had landed, you had forgotten to put on sunblock. And the very next day, I walked into your room and you were just spread eagle, no clothes on, just like a beach whale, don't touch me. And you were redder than the devil's dick because you were just burnt red. And one of our other guys, he's actually a little more sensitive to the sun. He got sun poisoning. We almost had to bring him back to the States because he was turning green and yellow. It was really bad.
His face was crusting and peeling, right?
It was.
And then your dad got it bad. Your dad got it the worst of anybody.
Yeah. No, he got it pretty. No, my dad handled it. This other guy who came with us, he got the worst of it.
But your dad. So what were you telling me then? So your dad didn't really get sunburned. He just had such a shitty time with us that first day that he spent the rest of the vacation in the room.
Pretty much. My father's someone pretty much. He was these guys are animals. I can't keep up with this. There's no way I'm not following their coattails. I know what they're gonna get themselves into. I don't have the energy for this. We had an itinerary. He diverted from the itinerary and did his own thing just to relax because he never took vacations ever. So there you go.
Well, 20 years later, Val, you're exposed. All right, we're getting a check-in from the little boy over here. All right, buddy, stay right there. One second, guys. Anthony, talk to the crew.
Yeah. So, again, my compadres and my amigo is handling his child stuff right now. But anyone on Instagram right now, if you guys want to ask any questions, please, I'm more than happy to answer anything about John while he's not here. Nope.
So back over here, my son, my 5-year-old son, he says, Daddy, I'm bored. And I told him, no screen time today because they've been watching TV and we've been playing video games. So he says, now I'm bored, and he wants to make a cake for his mama. Daddy. So we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Yeah. So John, I mean, we didn't really put a dent in this Instagram thing, man. We are the only viewers on this, and I think people when we launched it on Apple Podcast, people are gonna laugh at us for being this pathetic.
I love it though, man. I don't give a shit. I think we're just having a good time. We're home. We're not doing anything. We'll start talking. People start watching. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But we're definitely going to start having some guests on. Our friends, our buddy Robbie, who just has been a shut-in for the past 3 months since his twin boys were born. Yeah, we want to get him on. Our buddy Kurt, aka Pelican, who's in a band out of our hometown. They're dropping a new album. We're going to have them on. I know some people that are involved in some local community groups that want to get on and just kind of talk with us about, getting involved and, a bunch of activism. And then of course, maybe we'll do a live cooking show one day. That would be pretty fun. I
mean, I think that's going to be pretty difficult going from, I mean, we can give it a shot. I mean, we'll have to mimic everyone's, you got to follow my steps or I follow your steps, but we can make it.
Yeah. Work. We'll do we'll come up with the ingredients list and we'll do Selena and Chef. You ever watch Selena and Chef?
No, I have no time
Oh
for
my
myself. I'm
God,
watching stuff like that.
Selena Gomez on HBO, man. Like, do yourself a favor. She's got some great recipes. Let me just
Oh
say
man.
that. I watch it with Jody and the kids. We love it.
Oh my goodness.
Cool,
Oh man.
man. All right, bro. Well, hey, I think this is a good one for today. We'll put a pin in it. We'll get it back another episode tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in with us, and we'll talk to you soon. This is Soup to Nuts. Bye from Johnny.
See you guys later from Big Tony.